Andrew Tate has shat himself. Yes, you heard that correct. I'm hearing Andrew Tate has got food poisoning and he's shat himself somehow. I don't know how. We're going to get into it. He's been uploading on X since day 4 of his since he's been in prison. So and he's basically updating us every single day about what's going on. But obviously he ain't got a phone, so he's calling basically someone, and the guy's going on his account and basically saying what Andrew Tate wants him to put out. And Andrew Tate is basically saying he is being held in solitary confinement, like 23 or 24 hours down the block. They're punishing him without even him have gone through a trial yet or anything. He's not allowed to be mixed with the general population. He's not meant to have any he can't have no talk with anyone outside the prison. It says here, I'm being held in the SHU, which is solitary confinement, the highest level of security which exists. No commissary, no visits, no contact with the outside world. My neighbor is a cannibal who screams through the night, guys. So basically, my man is complaining and saying, you get me, like his human rights are being disrespected. So we're going to go through all of his ex-posts. Then I'm going to go play a clip of someone actually talking about his food poisoning and how he shot himself. So as you can see here, Andrew Tate, it says, I am being held in the SHU, the highest level of security which exists. And he said, the heart needs constant rescue from the brutality of the mind. Okay. The system is millions of innocent people just doing their jobs to create an oppressive force of evil, like daisies, sweet but arranged to draw the face of Satan. So it says here, look, day 6. Day 6 in it's a special housing unit, but it's like the SHU. It's like a down the block solitary confinement. You know what I mean? This punitive housing for people who murder their cellmates. He's trying to say, I ain't murdered no one, and you put me in the same place as people who murdered their friends, their cellmates, sorry. No commissary, no phone calls, no yard time. The worst possible conditions the US government provides to terrorists and psychopaths. I am innocent until proven guilty. Extradition. Extradition detainee. I'm wanted by a foreign state. I am an American citizen. Why am I here? This guy really thought America is going to be his safe haven. Remember that, guys, bro. He's literally sold himself out for Trump, glazing Trump, even though he knows what's Trump done. He knows what America stands for, and he still glazed them because he thought, yeah, if I glaze America, they ain't going to attack me. But they did the whole opposite. Who will fight the good fight if the good sell the strongest soldiers to the devil? Sending your warriors to certain death in name for what, for who? God frowns upon betrayal. If the love of the masses cannot save you from the actions of an evil few, who will fight for the good and love of the masses? Obviously, this is Andrew Tate's actual account. He was banned from X and then he got unbanned. So it's here, Andrew Tate reposted after watching Andrew Tate's 3-hour kill switch video. Professor Jiang says he's not convinced Andrew Tate did anything illegal. From what I understand, this woman did this voluntary. Sneaker was shocked that that Professor Jiang sided with Tate. Imaginary grape claims to languish a man in prison. Assange Trump Tate. Day 7 in the SHU. This is punitive housing for people who... He said the same... Wait, is that the same thing that he just said in day 6? Yeah, he literally said the same thing. Oh, he literally said the same thing. Of the 7 days I have been in special housing unit, I have been allowed my daily 1-hour exercise only twice. For 5 of the days I remain in my cell for 24 hours, ignored fully, never even seen a guard. Is this illegal? Isn't one hour of my yard enforced by law? Where are my rights? In the special housing unit, my neighbor is picking paint off the wall and eating it. I am reading all quiet on the western front by a slitter of a street lamp that enters my cell. The duality of men. Better hell with your brother than heaven with angels. Decisions, not conditions, determine what a man is. And then he posts every day. He posts the same thing, trying to get attention, trying to get like someone's attention that might help him. You get me? Day 8 in the shoe. This is punitive housing for people who murder settlements. No commissary, no phone time, no yard time. The worst possible conditions to the U.S. government provides to terrorists and psychopaths. I'm an innocent until proven guilty. Extradition detainee. I'm wanted by a foreign state. I am an American citizen. Why am I here? And this is Andrew Tate's lawyer's Twitter. On the corner of NE1 Avenue and NE5 Street, you'll see the sign in front of Christ's Fellowship. If you stand here and look up to the right, the most famous political prisoners on earth can see you from the shoe. The Tate bros literally see Christ when they look out the window. So he's Muslim, so why is he even mentioning that? Makes no sense. And then he mentions it again. I'm in a special housing unit. My water faucet is broken. I am not allowed bottles of water in the shoe. I have nothing clean to drink. My only water comes from the shower, warm and from a brown and filthy faucet. It has given me persistent stomach problems. The water I am drinking is not clean. I am an American. Innocent until proven guilty, but I am forced to drink poisoned water. Where are my rights? God always has a plan. Even in jail, the Tate brothers are systematically bringing more light to the conditions of a biased justice system than they realized. Manhattan public defender Eliza Orlins talks about the injustice and torture of Andrea being in solitary confinement, or SHU as it's commonly known as. She explains the Tate brothers don't realize that they are bringing much attention to a systematic problem of the American justice system of using SHU as a weapon, and how he perfectly described the condition of his housing and the psychological effects it has on a person as it degrades one character in real time. Tate's lawyers, a platform and friends in the White House, Tate has lawyers and a platform and friends in the White House, he's probably going to be okay. The people in solitary, though, who have none of that, my former clients and thousands like them, are who this fight is for. He described accurately or not the condition tens of thousands of Americans actually live in. And so, for once, people are paying attention. There is no question of my innocence, especially amongst the British public who have lost all faith in the judicial system and sent me thousands of letters. There's no question the UK hates me, and there is a political persecution, as the Prime Minister Keir Starmer himself said that this is personal. The only questions remain are, why is an American citizen in an American maximum security prison on behest of a hostile foreign state? After Assange and Trump, both of which suffered the same, why are ancient Me Too allegations so against politically influential people taken seriously, especially when they only appear once convenient? Will the American government betray an American citizen? Email me in prison here, freetopg@cobratate.com. Email me in prison here. Okay. This 20 hours ago, yeah? England invented a Me Too from 20 years ago, and I now languish in an American maximum security jail as a political prisoner. A shame. So it says here, this attack is politically motivated. It is a punishment for empowering men, a punishment for giving men the spirit to say enough is enough.
Play the
clip. The effective online influencer Andrew Tate.
They're spending billions trying to stop me while they let criminals steal, while they let murderers stab. Members of Parliament are standing up in Parliament twice a week saying the biggest threat to the United Kingdom is Andrew Tate.
Can Andrew Tate get a fair trial in England?
Please play the
The
clip.
effects of online influencer Andrew Tate's vile misogyny infiltrates our classrooms and society.
Over half of them are affected by Andrew Tate.
I look on with horror at the material that Andrew Tate has promoted.
All the problems of that country, but everyone's talking about me.
We have to talk about it. And many young boys are exposed to Andrew Tate. We've put in significant resource across a number of different areas.
Will his government request an urgent extradition of the Tate brothers?
Extradite Andrew and Tristan Tate today.
To get the Tates deported to this country.
This whole thing from the start was a setup.
Okay, as you can see, that was his podcast that he last released before he went to jail. And it says he had 4 hours ago, he uploaded it. Day 9 in the shoe, he said the same thing every day. Basically trying to get attention for someone that might help him. 2 hours ago. For the people holding signs outside the jail, it's very high up here and the smaller signs are hard to read. But I can feel every word, thank you. So Andrew Tate can actually see protesters outside the jail protesting for him, calling for his release. And yeah, that's it for now. So I'm thinking Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate definitely are under like they're going America's going against the human rights. At the end of the day, if he's actually being serious about the like 1 hour a day exercise thing, like that's human rights. You have to let a prisoner be offered like clean food, clean water, and fresh air. You know what I mean? And if they're not offered that, that means it's a violation of the human rights, which America stand for. Yeah. As you can see, even there was a woman speaking on the situation, basically trying to say she has thousands of clients in the same situation, but because Andrew Tate is an influencer, he's put a lot of like shine onto this subject about the prison conditions in the shoe, and she's saying like, imagine how they're feeling, like the people who have no voice in there and stuff like that. At least Andrew Tate is voicing out his opinion. You get me? So we're gonna get into this. Murad Morales video, and he actually said Andrew Tate poisoned, pooped pants, 2 court hearings tomorrow, everything you need to know. So I think he has a court hearing today because this was posted yesterday. So I'm going to be updating you guys on that. So make sure you're subscribed. But we're going to get into this first.
Okay, so there are 2 court hearings happening tomorrow for the Tate brothers. 2 court hearings. One is happening in Miami across the pond, and one is happening here in London in the High Courts of Justice that is taking place tomorrow, roughly around 10 to 10:30 a.m. That is a case management hearing for a separate civil investigation that the Tate brothers are facing. Now, those civil complainants could also be part of a massive criminal investigation, trial, arrest, which is all happening to the Tate brothers right now when it comes to the Crown Prosecution Service. But I want to explain what these 2 hearings are about, and I want you guys to know what's going on in a very thorough manner. Hey guys, it's Murad Moradi. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where let's get into the case management hearing happening tomorrow in the civil claims brought by 4 women, a specific firm which represent against Andrew. At that hearing, counsel for Hertfordshire Police will update the court on the current status of the police investigation into our client's criminal complaints. For the avoidance of doubt, this concerns a separate police investigation from the criminal proceedings in which Andrew and Tate now face 59 authorized charges involving 7 alleged victims, and in respect of which extradition proceedings are currently underway. Given the ongoing proceedings, I will not comment on the substance of that update before it has been heard by the court. Now, the Tate brothers are presumed innocent, of course, and they are going to plead not guilty to these charges. I want to make that abundantly clear. But this specific High Court hearing will be a different investigation. 4 separate women outside of the 7 alleged victims in London. You've got 4 additional, and those 4 are civil. That is happening tomorrow, I would say around 10 to 10:30 a.m. The High Court of Justice in London. That is when hearings roughly begin, around that time period. And this has not been mentioned whether it's going to be an open or closed hearing, but I would imagine, guys, this will be an open hearing for sure. And it definitely, guys, is going to be a pretty big day for the Tate brothers in court, despite the fact that they're not even going to be there. It definitely is going to be a huge thing to get into. Now, this specific other court hearing in Miami, the Tate brothers have confirmed that they are not going to be present. They don't want to be there even by video link. They want to sit in their cell. They don't want to keep making these prison, walks to the courthouse, perhaps because of public press and PR and media, which would be far more, if they were walking there or not. But they've decided not to be there. And this, of course, I believe is in regards to a bond, which I don't think that they're going to be accepted or get anyways. But this also is in relation to the fact that the Tate brothers' lawyer wanted to speak to the prosecution lawyer and the judge in private, and that they wanted to do this, and the judge agreed that this can happen on the 27th of July. And so they're going to have some private talks and conversations, and then we're going to find out afterwards what that all is about, and whether, you know, the Tate brothers' lawyer can worm his way into getting the brothers out of this, which of course is not going to happen, because the Tate brothers' lawyer doesn't even know what he's doing. It's the blind leading the blind. The blind guys leading the blind. Now, speaking of the blind, we have Andrew Tate, who seemed to be going through it. He is discussing the fact that he is forced to drink poisoned water. Where are my rights? I'm being forced to drink poisoned water. Somebody is poisoning him in the cell. There is an agenda. There is a target. Somebody is trying to take Andrew Tate out, and therefore he's written this to his lawyer to publicly tweet for him. Of course, if you've seen his lawyer and the public online bravados that his lawyer does, of course his lawyer would adhere and agree to everything that Andrew Tate wants to do when it comes to the online world. I am in a special housing SHU unit. My water faucet is broken. I am not allowed bottles of water in the SHU. I have nothing clean to drink. My only water comes from the shower, warm and from a brown and filthy faucet. It has given me persistent stomach problems. The water I am drinking is not clean. I am an American, innocent until proven guilty, but I am forced to drink poisoned water. Where are my rights? I'm going to read this out for you again. My water faucet is broken. I am not allowed bottles of water. I have nothing clean to drink. My only water comes from the shower, warm and from a brown and filthy faucet. It has given me persistent stomach problems. The water I am drinking is not clean. I am an American, innocent until proven guilty, but I am forced to drink poisoned water. Where are my rights? So this is basically what Andrew Tate has come to tell the world, that he basically is shitting endlessly and he can't deal with this anymore. He's shitting endlessly. The water is poisoned. His stomach is having, major problems, indigestion issues. At least the cannibal can eat up that shit, because isn't that what cannibals like to do? Eat up anything that comes from a human or eat human meat. And so I guess the cannibal is going to be very lucky tonight. But this, of course, is a sad state of affairs for the other prisoners, that they have to deal with his stomach and indigestion issues. But he is saying that he is being poisoned. There are other tweets that he is putting out as well. There is no question of my innocence, especially amongst the British public, who have lost all faith in their judicial system and sent me thousands of letters. There is no question the UK hates me. That is it. Political persecution, as the Prime Minister Keir Starmer himself has said that this is personal. The only question that remains are, why is an American citizen in an American maximum security prison on behest of a hostile foreign state? You're British. After Assange and Trump, both of which suffered the same, why are ancient Me Too allegations so against politically influential people taken seriously, especially when they only appear once convenient? Number 3, will the American government betray an American citizen? Again, you are dual. You are also a British citizen. So this idea that it's a foreign alien state that is trying to politically kidnap you and grab you against your will and drag you to this foreign country, you are British. You are...
England is literally falling apart. We have every single problem that a society can face in the UK. Perhaps it is the poster child of the failing of Western society. More millionaires are leaving England than any other country. It's not safe to be rich in, it's not safe to be poor in, it's not safe for kids, women, it's not safe to walk the streets, there's drugs everywhere. Every single level of society has failed. But don't worry guys, the police are going to fix it. The police are definitely not ideologically motivated.
You were born in Washington DC, but you grew up in London, you grew up in Luton, you grew up in the UK, you were raised here, you are British, and so the idea that you are a British citizen but you're claiming it's foreign and the entity is foreign is crazy. Again, you quote the ex-Prime Minister, but he has nothing to do with the Crown Prosecution Service. The Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, can't control what the CPS want to prosecute or not. So this idea of a political kidnap doesn't make any sense, because that doesn't even relate to the CPS, but they should know that. He then puts out another tweet, free to pg@cobratetate.com. Email me in prison here. So he's basically going to read everything. England invented a Me Too from 20 years ago, and now I languish in an American maximum security jail as a political prisoner. A shame, is basically what he says. He then puts out another video about how the UK is a failed nation, the UK is a criminal state, and that it's failed when London is arguably, not even arguably, statistically far safer than multiple cities in America and also multiple cities in Europe. You have theft, murder, knife crime and homicide rates all at its lowest. Now, more than ever, London is one of the safest cities. So please, Andrew Tate, explain to me how it's a failed state or a failed country. Someone like me who travels literally everywhere, from north to south to east to west of London, very safe, okay? Very safe indeed. So I don't really know what Andrew Tate is talking about, but everything is an online social media bravado for this person. Everything is an online social media bravado. Every single thing. And it's all a performance of anger.
Well, as you can see, guys, so Andrew Tate is getting violated his rights. That's what he's saying. That's what he keeps posting on Twitter about, on X, sorry. He's saying the water he is drinking from is basically poison because it's coming out some dirty, filthy, like faucet thing, whatever it's called. he's saying, bro, you get me? It's like warm water as well. It's not even cold. I mean, I'm sure he's like sweating in hot conditions. You get me, in the prison cell, so he needs some cold water, and he's not allowed it. He's saying his 1 hour a day exercises are not being, they're not allowed. He's basically saying you're treating me like a terrorist. You're putting me in a place where terrorists and murderers are, and I've not done nothing like that. I haven't murdered no one. You get me? I haven't bombed nowhere, nothing like that. So, yeah. So, the shitting thing where he said people are saying he shut his pants is basically coming from he's drinking this water and he's like getting stomach problems, which is making him shit. You know what I mean? So I don't really think he shut his pants, but I just think he's just shitting a lot. You know what I mean? And yeah. And he said his neighbor is like a cannibal who screams all day. He picks like the paint off the wall, and he eats it, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on in the prison that he is in, this Miami prison. But there are people actually trying to support Andrew Tate. They are outside his prison, his fans, his young. I don't know who they are. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like a young type of fan base. Or maybe even adults, you never know, because a lot of adults still watch him, you know what I mean? And I agree with a lot of his points. But yeah, that was the update on Andrew Tate and how his prison life is going. Like he said, he has 2 court hearings today, and I think they should be going on anytime, like within now a couple of hours. I've seen somewhere live, like they're waiting. They've got like cameras outside, like the place, the courtroom or whatnot. And I think they are attending the Miami one, but the one that's going on in the UK, which is like a civil matter, I don't think they're going to be attending. They're still going to be in America, you know what I mean? So yeah, so any more updates, I'll be sure to update you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn your bell notification on, so you do get notified when I do upload, because there's going to be much more updates coming out, especially when these court hearings do finish. I'll be sure to update you what happened in them courts. So guys, it's been your boy PP24. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.